Second Chronicles chapter 33 talks about an idol which had been made put in the house of God. He even set a carved image, the idol which he had made in the house of God. So in that instance, the idol was made by himself and put in the house of God. The dictionary definition of an idol is an image or representation of a god used as an object of worship. And just to be clear, the dictionary definition of worship is the feeling or expression of reverence and adoration for a deity. A secondary definition of an idol is a person or thing that is greatly admired, loved, or revered. The example given is a soccer idol. A third definition is a solo act or a member of a group performing. And then the example is fans support their favorite idols by promoting their music on social media. There's a show in America called American Idol, and depending upon how old you are, you might know who Billy Idol is. He's currently 69 years old. That makes me feel old. Now let's look at the Blue Letter Bible definition of an idol. The first one is a likeness or an image. Many different things can be an idol in our life, but the picture you see on the screen is an example of images which we make for ourselves, and depending on how much we use them, think of them, and turn to them, it could possibly be an idol in our own life. Have you ever known you really should be studying your Bible, but you're doing one of these instead? I have. That's why I'm making this video. This is more for myself than other people. I know I'm not the only one though, which is why I'm sharing what I've found in my studies. A secondary definition is whatever represents the form of an object, either real or imaginary. Some of the social media platforms recently have asked me if I wanted to make an avatar or a sticker of myself, something that looks like me. The definition of an avatar in the dictionary is a manifestation of a deity or released soul in bodily form on earth, an incarnate divine teacher. Or the secondary definition is an icon or figure representing a particular person in video games, internet forums, etc. Another definition in Blue Letter Bible is used of the shades of the departed, apparitions, specters, phantoms of the mind, etc. You have the ability to find ghosts or Pokemon characters on your phone. Using your phone, you can go on YouTube and see a hologram of Michael Jackson performing. This performance is after his death. He died in 2009. That little shiny device in your hand can also allow you to talk directly to an AI version of Adam, Eve, Moses, or any other Bible character you would like. The last definition for an idol in Blue Letter Bible is the image of a heathen god or a false god. If you heard that very faint ding in the background, that was my Apple Watch giving me a notification. To be honest with you, when I look at my screen time, I'm kind of horrified. I'm very disappointed. Do you see this shiny object in the hand of this man? While the object very much resembles a cell phone, it's a scrying mirror. Probably the most famous scrying mirror that we have seen is in the movie Snow White. A scrying mirror is essentially a tool used for divination by peering into the reflective surface to see symbolic images or messages. Wikipedia says it's also referred to as seeing or peeping, a practice rooted in divination and fortune telling. It kind of works the same way as a crystal ball would. This is the oldest known scrying mirror. It's essentially a volcanic glass called obsidian stone. The glass is polished until it is a shiny black surface, very much like our cell phones when they're turned off. This also being called peeping, I would point out Isaiah 8:19 talks about people seeking those who have familiar spirits and wizards who peep and who mutter. It's possible it's referring to the same kind of peeping in that verse. A Facebook addiction can occur when the brain's reward system is repeatedly stimulated by dopamine, a chemical released when a person experiences pleasure. This can lead to a cycle of addictive behavior. It makes sense when you look at the fact you make your own Facebook page. You add pictures to it, and you're able to peer into other people's lives. And those notifications definitely seem like a bonus. When someone uses Facebook, their brain releases dopamine in response to likes, comments, and shares. According to Google, this creates a feeling of pleasure similar to what people experience when using drugs or gambling. When scrolling through social media, the dominant brain wave state is typically beta waves. They're associated with alertness, focus, and active cognitive processing. In hypnosis, beta brain waves refer to the electrical activity in the brain associated with an alert, focused, and active state of consciousness. This state is typically present during the initial stages of hypnosis when a person is transitioning from full alertness to a more relaxed state, and their beta wave activity decreases as they deepen into hypnosis. It makes a lot of sense there is actually a certain state of hypnosis while using a device. There were 378 documented deaths from people taking a selfie between the years 2028 and 2021. Job 33:14 says, "For God speaks in one way and in two, though man does not perceive it." Although that verse is referring to dreams and visions of the night, it could also apply to our phone use. God is trying to speak. Are we hearing him? I recently had this video shared with me, and it's profound. I won't play the audio that goes with it, but it's showing what would happen if some of the greatest people in Bible history had been on their cell phones when God was trying to speak to them, in one way or in another. They wouldn't have heard him. And you're not hearing him now if you're spending too much time on your phone. I'm saying that for myself, but I'm realizing while screen time racks up, precious life is passing by. If you wonder what the Father might be saying to you, put your phone down and see if you can hear his voice. There's a whole world happening around you. Are you seeing it?